Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Paul Reynolds, and I'm here to present you my 3300 in climbing candidate. But before I get into that, I have a question. Who was your first artist? Do you remember? Do you remember opening that cassette and listening to it and how it made you feel? Or opening that CD case and looking at the artwork? What was going through your mind? Or do you remember just downloading your first MP3? I do. It was a cassette. It was ATLiens by Outkast. In the summer of 1996, if I wasn't outside playing basketball or baseball with my friends, I was listening to that record over and over and over again on my sister and brother's CD player. You know, the one 3-disc changer at the top, cassette player in the front. Yeah, that was me. And what was strangely enough, I actually was a huge fan of Michael Jackson, Prince, Jimi Hendrix. But this cassette tape stood out to me the most. Um, Generally speaking, these guys they were lyrical, they were energetic, they were funky. They were from the South. And they were everything that I wanted to be at the time. So that brings me to my point. Who is E.Rich? Now, I know you didn't ask me, but I'm going to tell you anyway. E.Rich is a Buffalo, New York native, the cool guy, cool sense of style. He's charismatic. He has a work ethic above reproach. Uh, he's been called the lyrical professor. You know, he's been rapping for about 14 years. He's also been recording for about 7, which gave him a small background in musical engineering on things like Logic, Pro Tools, etc. And he's also gone to relationships with industry artists such as Shay Dior and Ray Bans. These guys have music hosted on YouTube as well as other social media vehicles. But let's get back to E-Rich. The teenage girls love him, and the women adore him. Now, the targeted age range is from 15 to 25. They're in high school, they're in college, they love concerts, they love music festivals. And everybody knows girls just want to have fun. And E-Rich presents that perfect vessel for the ladies to do that. And although he's visually appealing, he's also able to provide those grittier lyrics to make the hip hop heads respect him. Because let's be honest, the majority of your top 40 rappers, they're just using triples and using great production in order to get them to the top. But not E-Rich. See, the thing about him is he continues to experiment. He continues to try to develop his craft. And he continues to just challenge himself by rapping on different beats over, and over. Now, although E-Rich only has a SoundCloud, it's actually proven to be a great tool for him. Because what he does is he uses this tool, this apparatus, in order to receive feedback from his fan base. Now, he's going to continue to use this in order to build that loyal fan base for him to create a product that his fans want. While he's still working on his social media handle, he's currently creating that because he wants to press forward and go ahead and make a full mixtape. Instead of just dropping songs from here and there, he wants to make a full mixtape. The mixtape will be featuring original songs as well as different versions of songs, his versions of the songs that the hip hop youth as well as his targeted segment are checking out. Now, E-Rich is in the infancy stages of his career. And that gave me the opportunity in order to provide him kind of like homework, but I would call it more of road work in order to get his career kind of going in the direction that it needed to go. You know, I can't say it's the right direction, but it's a better direction than my career was going when I first started out. Let's just say that. So we worked on a promotional plan scheme. We've also discussed, okay, how we're going to start getting him on stage more, doing more of the local open mic nights. And then most importantly, we started introducing him to the shakers and movers in the local scene in the Augusta area because we want to improve his current positioning within the downtown scene. So another great point about E.Rich is the fact that although he hasn't been on stage, he's been in a multitude of rap battles. And the rap battle is that quintessential element in hip hop. It's the origins. It's the nucleus of hip hop. Think about it. When you're in a rap battle, you have to be lyrically inclined, you have to have immaculate phrasing, and you have to have crowd control. In essence, that is stage presence. And he's definitely mastered that craft. So again, I ask you, who was your first artist? And that's exactly what E.Rich can be. He can be that guy that Outkast was for me so many years ago to fans across the world. And he can also be that for 3300 and climbing. I truly appreciate your time. Thank you.